On ABC 17 News, we just learned System President Tim Wolf has resigned. We, of course, have crews at the Alumni Center where curators just finished meeting. This all comes after several MU football players said they would not play or practice until Wolf is gone.
Now, the Board of Curators just stepped into executive session. We're not sure how long they will be in executive session.
Right now, University of Missouri head football coach Gary Pinkel and Mizzou athletic director Mack Rhoades are just moments away from speaking at a news conference.
The past few days have been certainly extraordinary circumstances. I got involved because I support my players and a young man's life was on the line.
I'm pleased to be able to move into a role where I will be working to assist the campus community in developing the kind of research facilities it needs to support our extraordinary faculty.
Breaking news tonight on ABC 17 News at 5. Both President Tim Wolf and Chancellor Arbo and Lofton have now resigned from their positions with the University of Missouri. In the past 30 minutes, Lofton telling the Board of Curators he will transition into a new role with the MU system, this coming after Tim Wolf resigned earlier today.
And this is all coming after a group of black students have criticized Wolf in recent weeks for his lack of action in response to racial issues on campus. We have team coverage tonight on this story with crews stationed around Columbia, getting reaction from various groups impacted by the decision.
A lot of open ends tonight for this big shakeup here at Mizzou. We know earlier this morning, President Wolf stepped down from his position as president of the UM system. Right now, they're searching for an interim replacement, and they tell us that will come as soon as possible. That's the only timeline we know right now. Also developing today, Chancellor Lofton announces that he's going to be transitioning out of his position as chancellor and moving into a role that will focus more on research efforts. We know that Hank Foley, he's the senior vice chancellor, will fill in as interim chancellor in the time being. And ABC 17's Lindsay Burning joins me now. She's been here at the center all day, and you've been following the developments here. And they also announced a lot of new initiatives that the university is going to be taking.
That's right, Marissa. Now, when board president Donald Cups came to the podium, he said, now we are going to make some changes, but we're not just saying we're making changes. We do have several new policies that we are putting into place.
And our crews were on campus today when Wolf announced his resignation.
ABC 17's Joe McLean talked to students who celebrated the move, but not everyone supported that move. Joe?
Hundreds of students and supporters were out here standing in protest, but that protest pretty quickly turned to celebration when news was heard that UM President Tim Wolf stepped down from his job. But as you said, Daniel, not everyone was celebrating out here today. There was a lot of mixed opinions as I spoke to students and faculty. Take a listen.
Our goal is to abolish inequalities at the intersection of race at the University of Missouri-Columbia.
The students, we pay to come here. You know, if we want change to happen, we gotta fight for it.
I think we saw that we would not get the leadership we needed from him in that position.
It feels amazing, you know. Only good things happen when we unite.
I just feel like it's gone overboard, and that what they're asking for is just over the top. You know, it's really hurt my ability this week to learn.
Like it happened, so like they should just go home and like celebrate.
I've talked to a lot of students over the last semester who come in and say that this is a hostile place for them to be.
There's a lot more work that we need to do, and I look forward to a better future at Mizzou.
Mizzou football coach Gary Pinkel and Mizzou athletic director Mack Rhoades said during this entire time they just wanted to support the football players that were protesting, and that was their biggest concern amongst anything else. Now, during the 35-minute news conference, both Pinkel and Rhoades said they have never seen anything like this. They have never dealt with anything like this because, quite frankly, nothing like this has ever taken place on a college campus, especially when it involves an athletic department as big as the University of Missouri's. Now, throughout this entire time, both Pinkel and Rhoades reiterated that a protest, a boycott, it was not the ideal way to approach things, especially during extraordinary circumstances. However, they said that they wanted to support their players the entire time.
Governor Nixon issuing a statement after Wolf's announcement today saying, in part, Tim Wolf's resignation was a necessary step toward healing and reconciliation on the University of Missouri campus, and I appreciate his decision to do so. There is more work to do, and now the University of Missouri must move forward united by a commitment to excellence and the respect and tolerance for all.